All righty, all righty, all righty. How's everybody doing? I do not own the rights to this music for copywriting purposes. I just like this song. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing an amazing, have an amazing job, great day today. I hope we're ready for an outstanding program. Hold on, you guys. It always does this. Well, hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Blog Talk, how are you? YouTube, I hope everybody is well today. We are in for a treat today. We are going to have an amazing show. I have two amazing, great, $1 million CEOs backstage waiting to come on. And we are going to kind of change it up a little bit, you guys. We are going to talk about changing our mindset. We already know that we as Black folk have an issue supporting our own, right? We know that. We want to address that this morning. I want to find out from these amazing women how they got started. I want to know how hard was it for Black people to support, and how did they change the mindset of dealing with different individuals? I want to understand, and I want you guys to know that we are doing shows now. We're changing the agenda. We are going from racism in America. We know that's there. Now we want to understand what it's going to take for us to do for us. That's where we're going next. Okay. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about what's it going to take to change our mindset. What's it going to take for us to really get in there and start supporting each other? How do we deal with the trauma of the Stockholm Syndrome and the Willie Lynch Syndrome? How do we deal with that? Blog Talk, let me give you the number if you want to call in and listen. Or if you want to call in and be on the show, you can come on live. You have to go into my YouTube page, Consider Cheek, and the name of the show for today is To Work or To Own. What's your plan? Now, Blog Talk, you have to go into Changing of Minds or Racism in America, and then you'll be able to click on it. But the number is going to be 563-999-3682. Again, that's 563-999-3682. If you want to join the conversation, I also have a stream. I put it in the comments. So if you want to join the stream, you can. But let's not waste any time. I want to hear from these two amazing young women, Black young women. I mean, young women. This is how we know that we can do it. You guys can do it. If you put your mind to it, we have gifts in us, and all we have to do is step into the gifts. And some of this stuff is something we've already been doing. So in order for us to grow, I'm going to start bringing on people that's already doing it so that will help us to get into where we need to be. Okay. So let me bring on our guest, the Smoothie Queen, and Miss Lauren Cafe Senora. Okay. How you guys doing? Let me add you on, Lauren. I'm hearing an echo. You guys might be too close to each other. How come? Hold on. Trying to. Okay, gotcha. All righty, look at there. How are you guys doing?
We are good. Are we still echoing?
Okay, somebody is gonna have to turn their phone down because you guys are. Yeah, one of you guys turn your phone down, but don't turn it off. Just turn it down, the volume of it, and then that might help. So you can still hear me, right?
Is it low enough?
Yeah, it's fine. Yes. So, oh my goodness, I am just like, wow, I got the Smoothie Queen. I have had so many requests for the Smoothie Queen. I mean, request after request after request for the Smoothie Queen. And I thought, you know what? Let's bring on the Smoothie Queen. Let's see this wonderful woman that I'm looking at. I'm like, wow, I've seen you from when you had Pampering You. You do have, this is not just your first business. You have two businesses, right? You have Pampering You.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
By Treya. And then you have the Smoothie Queen, right? Tell me, I want you to introduce yourself and tell me, how did you get started? Just introduce yourself right now and then tell us, how did you get started?
Okay, well, first I want to thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it. It really means a lot for me to be able to come today on this platform to be able to speak amongst you and many. So basically, I got started with initially, I want to say, pamper you first. Me and my friend Lauren, which she's doing an order right now. We're at work today. So she basically wanted to start selling her products in the House of Sanaa. And I was like, well, hey, let's just start doing vendor events. And so that's how we came up with Pamper You, the pop-up shops. And so then Pamper You created, because we took a little hiatus. So then,
hold on, Smoothie Queen. I'm sorry. There is an echo? I'm gonna maybe do. Can we might just turn Cafe Sanaa turn her phone. Is her volume still up? We might have to just use the one phone and just you guys combine because you guys are there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna see. Maybe might just have to use. It's still an echo. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead and talk, and I'm gonna see if it's still echoing.
Let me see if it's still echoing.
Yeah, it is. It's still echoing a little bit. I can hear it. I'm gonna just remove her. Okay.
What's the first? Yeah, I'm doing it now.
Okay, I think that's.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Okay, that's better. Yes, that's better. That's better. And then I guess I just want her to talk. Then we'll just. That's fine, because it was an echo. I think you guys in the same location, so that's fine. Yes, you're good. Go ahead. You have the floor.
Okay. So we initially started off with Pampering You first, which is basically pop-up shops and stuff. She wanted to bring House of Sanaa her products out. So we were like trying to come up with different ways to network and stuff. So then once we got to networking and everything, Pampering You was like, okay, well, we're gonna switch over into the smoothie thing because I wanted to get into smoothies. I've been drinking smoothies forever. Smoothies were like my go-to, especially in the morning when I'm rushing, trying to get to work and everything, trying to be a mother, a parent. And actually, my daughter was having some type of like behavioral issues in school. So I talked to her pediatrician about it, and her pediatrician said, hey, well, so she was asking me when is she acting out? I said, well, mostly in the morning. She said, well, what is she eating in the morning? I was like, cereal, Pop-Tarts, regular stuff. And she said, well, what do you eat? I said, well, I drink a smoothie every morning. She was like, well, why don't you try that for your daughter? And so I tried it. And once I started giving her smoothies every morning, her behavioral issues just went away. So I was like, okay. So then we started doing that. And I thought it was helping my daughter from health and wellness and everything. So then I was like, you know what? She loves my smoothie. So why don't I introduce this to the world? Why don't I bring this out and say, hey, this is the Smoothie Queen? So that's how the Smoothie Queen came about. And we've been rocking for about 2 years with Smoothie Queen and since 2017 with Pampering You. So we've been business for.
Wow. Oh, that is amazing. So it really was, you saw a need and you created out of the need. And I think, you know what, Lauren can call back in, but maybe mute her phone. That might work. That might work also.
Hold on,
so let volume, Lauren call back in.
The volume
Can you hear me?
The volume went out.
Okay, check your mic and make sure your mic is on. Check your mic. Because I can hear you fine. That's okay. You guys like and share the program, like and share, because I think this is some great information that we need to hear. Because I know a lot of us have our own businesses and want to do our own businesses. And I know that this is a great show to be able to help you to get to the next level. Okay, so when you see a need, you create that need. Can you hear me, Smoothie Queen? Okay, I don't know if she can hear me. She may have to go out and come back here. Can you guys hear me? The Smoothie Queen. Can you hear me?
Smoothie Queen. Yes, I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back.
Okay. Just maybe mute your volume is down, or maybe you can mute one of the phones.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Mute one of the phones. Maybe your volume is down, or maybe you can mute one of the phones. because it's going to be a delay. Because if you want to call back on Lauren's phone, uh-oh, she's gone. Okay, maybe she'll call back in. Okay, I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. This is new for me, you guys. So you guys bear with me. Bear with me, you guys. I appreciate you guys for even tuning in. Thank you so much. Maybe I can get Smoothie Queen to dial back in. This is new for me here. So you guys bear with me. I'll try anything. So we gonna, kind of get out the kinks, but sometimes you can't get the kinks out until you try it, okay? Because we went through the little preliminaries, and I think she's back. We're gonna add her to the screen. Okay. Turn down your volume. And I think she's back. You can call back on Lauren's phone, but we still hear an echo. Okay. Yeah. Can you still hear me now?
Hello.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So,
yes, I can hear you.
where's Miss Cafe? I want to hear from her too. Where's Miss Cafe? Is she? Because I know she's working too. She is at the shop right now, so you guys be patient with her. So she may have to come on and off because she is at the shop working. So when she can, just tell her to come on and pop on so that we can, she can introduce herself, because we want to know a little bit about her business also. We don't just have, we are trying to get to people to understand that we can do this. Okay, we've been shown and we've been told that we're nothing and we can't, but we're going to show the world that yes, this is our time. This is our time to move forward. This is our time to do our dreams. And a lot of our dreams is something that we're already doing. Your daughter, Miss Smoothie Queen, also has her own business. Am I correct as far as that? What's she doing?
You are. Yes, she has a nail business and hair business.
Okay, so what's the name of it? Do you want to get that out?
Her business is called Zaire's Nail and Hair Spa Boutique. And she's 12 years old, and she's in business. She's been in business for about, I want to say, almost 2 years as well. So you can definitely check out her Instagram and see all her work she's doing hair, nails. She just got into makeup, so she's definitely, starting a new craft, which I'm really excited about.
Wow, that is so she's 12. So let me just tell people, when you see my hair braided, that's who does my braids. So when you look at my hair, a 12-year-old actually did my hair. Don't look at it today, but when you see me with the braids, that's who does my hair. A 12-year-old does my hair. So that's amazing. So you're passing down generational blessings. And this is what we want our people to understand, that it is now time not just to teach us to walk in our gifts, but we want to teach our children. And this is what it's going to take. Our children see us doing it. So in turn, you recognize their vision, and you recognize their gifts, and you operated in her gift. And that's how you got her business started, right?
Right, definitely. She initially started out with a lemonade stand about when she was like maybe 6. And then she came to me and was like, "Hey, Mom, I don't really want to do this anymore." And I was like, What do you mean? Hold on. We create businesses over here. And she's like, No, I want to do my own thing. I said, "Okay, so what do you like?" Because it's always important for us to see what our kids are interested in, so then they'll keep on going. We don't want to stall them on their growth and what they want to do. So she's like, "Well, I want to do, hair." That's what it's, started out with. Well, with the nails. I'm sorry, nails first, then the hair came along recently. So I'm really excited for her. I'm proud of her because I know she's going to be very successful with it. She's already successful now. She has clients, young people, older people. I even use her, and she does amazing nails and pedicure. She knows how to do their acrylics, everything. So I'm just extremely proud of her. So proud of her.
Oh my God.
You definitely have to have her on the show one day.
Yes, I sure will. I wish she was available. We'd have her on, but yes, we're going in the future. I'm thinking of doing a kids show. So if there's anybody out there with kids, email me at hardtruth, HARDTRUTHZ12 and we can do a kids show. So yes, we will have kids on maybe 15 and under or 18 and under. How about that? So we'll do a young adult show. So yes. So finish telling me, how did Pampering You get started? Because you have another business called Pampering You. What's that business, and how long have you had that business?
Okay, so Pamper You initially started back in 2017.
Uh-huh.
We were doing, it's basically like a pop-up shop business for a one-stop shop. Everyone can come and get their products they need. You could do paint nights, massages. Basically, it was for women at first, building
Uh-huh.
the wanted to build wealth in the community, wanted to just network within the community. But now, Pamper You has basically took upon some changes. We have men come in as well now, so Pamper You is growing. We have done so much with it. We have recreated it this year where we're doing events on a weekly basis. So, which is
Okay.
very new for Pampering You because we were not used to having events every week. We used to have them maybe once a month, maybe once every month, every other month. So this is really new and which I'm excited about because it allows us to get to know people in the community, let them know where the cafe is, and also grow our network and also grow, within the community so then people will have a safe place to come and just enjoy themselves.
Awesome. So you said now you have men. What kind of things are you offering the men?
Well, the men are able to shop for their loved ones. We have different packages, like as far as sometimes we have boutiques that come through. We have different vendors come every week. So they might want to shop for different things like simple things as far as like we have cell phone cases, watches, we have the watch bands, just different vendors. Sometimes we even have people that come with well, Lauren has a body butter for men as well, which is called Jesus and King, which is a very popular seller. They come in often, very like all the time and purchase it. It's one of her two
Oh,
top
wow.
sellers.
Okay, okay. Wow, I can't wait for her to. Yeah, she's gonna have to tell us about that when she
I
comes.
know she
Um,
has two clients in
that
here right now.
that's okay. That's
She's
okay. You got to
coming.
make
She's
money.
coming though.
That's
She's
okay. We're
coming.
not rushing her, girl. Make your money, honey. She got to make her money just like everybody else. So we do understand. Tell me, how hard was it? Did you find it very difficult for Black people to celebrate you, or to, what was the challenges that you saw as far, and how did you overcome those challenges as far as the support of the Black community?
Okay, well, yes, I would definitely say it was challenging at first because I am black. And
Uh,
on top of that, like I felt like I had to network more. I had to go to other people's events. I had to let them know that what type of person I am and that I and who I was at the time when I
okay.
first started because so many people were so quick to judge.
Yeah.
But I say, I stayed in people's face, they
Yeah.
contacting, reaching out. One no might turn into 100 yeses. So that's what
That's
I
right.
did. I kept going. Of course, I ran into challenges where I wanted to quit. I wanted to give up, but I knew what the passion was. I knew what the goal was. I knew what I wanted. So you
Uh-huh.
have to change your mindset. Like, and I was so, at first I was like, okay, how do I do that? And then I started reading different books. And one book in particular was, the Steve Harvey book, Jump. And then I just was like, you know what? Because that came out back in, I want to say 2017 as well, 2018. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, you know what? You got to start somewhere. So let's go. Let's jump. Let's get that out there because this business can help out so many other people. And
Right.
Lauren's business and my business went together because she has health and wellness body butters and body products and stuff like that. And she wanted to space where she could sell her products and get people out there to come and enjoy the products and the body butters and everything. So we're like, well, we're gonna just start it together. And so that's how House of Sanaa came out as well. So
Okay. Wow, that is amazing. So did you find it when you first came into the business, were you nervous, or did you think, "Oh my God, did it ever come a time when you said, "Man, I can't do this. I want to give up." And then if it
yes.
did, how did you get past that?
Yes, it did. I just basically kept a great relation. Me and the good Lord upstairs, we have a great relationship. Just kept praying about it because I was like, okay, God, I really want to give up. I really don't want to do this anymore. I still had all my contacts and everything like that. And he was just like, nope, you got to keep going. So, like I said, I did take a little break from Pampering You, and that was like a little hiatus. That was to give me time to come up with the Smoothie Queen. So during my break, I not only came up with another business, but
Uh-huh.
this business has created way more revenue. It's
Wow.
given me way more networking opportunities because not in just instead of just having a place of business where other people can come and have their product, I also have a product to give out to the people as well, which will also help you live longer and a long, healthier life. Because we have smoothies from organic to natural to keto to vegan, whatever you're trying to do within your life as far as your health and wellness, we can help that.
Wow, awesome. So it sounds like you have like, can you give us a few samples as far what are the names for a few of your smoothies and what do they do?
Okay, so we have a sip and cleanse, which is you can be on it for 7 days, which is one smoothie a day in the morning. It's a
Uh-huh.
green smoothie, which is helps out with health and wellness. If you're trying to tone, not trying to you if you want to get a little bit more healthier and stuff. Or we have the meal replacement, which is one smoothie a day, which is for 7 days as well. Like it keeps you full. We add protein and everything to that. Then we have the keto, which is if you're on a keto diet, it helps with that. And then we have vegan smoothies, like a lot of people are vegan now, so we need
Wow.
that out there. All my products are organic, natural. We don't use any type of milk. We use a lot of like almond milk, oat milk, anything for like natural. And then we have regular sweet smoothies. So you can most popular ones probably like the strawberry cheesecake or strawberry pineapple, or we have a blueberry cheesecake, and not to mention our veggie fruity. And we just dropped a new was it cookies and cream, which is
Ooh.
one of the top sellers right now. And
Wow.
Lauren has just walked in the room.
Well, hello, Lauren. Hi,
Hi.
welcome. Yay!
Oh,
Introduce yourself before you get, girl, you're making money. Introduce yourself before you get busy. How did you get started? What's the name of your shop? And what gave you the idea that this is what you want to do?
Okay, my name is Lauren Copes. I have House of Sinai and Cafe Sinai, all named after my daughter.
Okay.
My first business adventure was the House of Sinai, which is all natural body care products, hair care products, as well as lip glosses, lipsticks, bath salts, everything natural that could
Okay.
help your body.
Okay.
I started because my son has eczema, and
Okay.
they wanted to give him some steroid cream. And I just did some research, and I wanted to make sure okay, I was leery about the chemicals in the cream.
Okay.
So I wanted to go back to my books because I'm pre-nursing, and
Okay.
in order to help eczema, it has to penetrate all the layers of skin.
Right.
So you look up what works on that. So I decided to use shea butter, coconut oil, olive oil, and avocado,
Okay.
which made all of his eczema bumps go away.
Okay.
And my son does not itch all day anymore.
Okay. So it started with a dream as far as your son. It started with your son. So your
Yes.
son kind of helped his mom to create her business.
Yes,
That's good. Okay. So what's the next business that you have? Because you have two in one, right?
I do. But before I go on, I want to show you this is the body butter.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And this is
Okay.
how it looks.
And you created that.
And I created it. And now, when I first started, it was just like no fragrance. But now I have
Okay.
like 10 different fragrances, a nice variety, not too much, but just a nice amount for
So
men
it's
and women.
not just for eczema. It's for other stuff.
Yes, so being that it's natural, you can use this
Okay.
in your hair and it won't damage it.
Oh
Because
wow.
what people don't understand is our skin is one system.
Okay.
So even the skin on your head,
Yeah.
everything is this one system. So you can use it everywhere and it'll be okay.
That is amazing. You have any more products you want to introduce to us?
These are my babies. These are my
Oh
lipsticks and lip glosses. I try to make sure I make something for every beautiful shade
my.
of
Okay.
ladies and
Wow.
something to go with everybody. I have like 40 colors, but I just wanted to
Okay.
bring out my top sellers.
That is
Um,
awesome. Look at
yes,
that.
and I just love it because I want as women we work a lot. We have to
Yes.
take care of our household. We have to work. We have to take care of ourselves. So why
Hmm.
not throw in a little lip gloss to bring out the
Yes.
highlights in our beautiful skin that we already
Yes.
have and make us feel good for the day.
Yes.
So when you look in the mirror, you're like, oh, I like the way that looks on my skin.
Yes. So you feel good, you look good, you feel good.
Exactly.
What is
You
your
have an
IG?
extra, I feel like you have an extra pep in your step.
Yes, yes, yes. Because I know when I get my hair braided by my beautician, my 12-year-old beautician, yes, it's an extra step, pep in the step. Yes, ma'am. What is your IG page? Do you have an IG page or a Facebook page?
Yes, I have Cafe Sinai at Cafe Sinai and SYNAI and at
Okay.
House of Sinai, SYNAI. Which
Okay.
we're
Yeah,
at
you're gonna have to
Cafe
spell that
Sinai
for us.
right now.
You there? Do you want to give us a little tour?
Sure, I can give you a tour.
Okay.
My display case is empty, but sure. How do you
Oh
turn
my
it on?
goodness, look, we have the CEOs in the house. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. Go ahead and do us a tour, and then are you guys okay? I'm trying to make sure my camera.
We're trying to turn the
We're trying to turn the screen around, but I'm gonna do it like this.
Okay, that's fine. That's yeah. Oh my goodness, awesome. Yes,
Yes. So this is my little
yes.
space. This is my favorite part of my space, the bench.
Okay.
I don't know why it just when I'm stressed out and I look at those colors, it relaxes
Yes.
me.
Yes.
So, and that's my boo.
I am so excited. Look at this.
And this is we just got our ice cream back. So
Okay.
I'm
Oh
about
wow.
that.
Okay.
I don't know if you
Okay.
can see it because I don't know how to turn
Yes.
the camera.
Yes. We can see. Yes. Yes. Yes.
And this is my display case, which it was filled up, but the ladies that came for paint night, they got everything.
Oh, they bought
So,
you out. That's good. That's a good
yes,
thing.
and
So you do
they
paint.
bought me
So you
out
do.
of the streets too. So
Oh wow. Okay, that's cool. So you do paint nights. So you do other adventures also with your business.
yes, so we started doing paint nights as well as the pop-up shops in Cafe Sinai,
Okay.
exclusively with Pampering You, and that's about it.
That is wonderful. So it's not just so you have makeup, you have body creams, and then you have food, and then you do paint nights. So it's almost like where you see a need, it's almost like you're plugging in.
Yes, yes, and it's all natural, so it could be sold here. So everything here, honestly, could be eaten, but it's not gonna taste good. But it's not gonna make you bad, like sick, because it's natural. So
Okay. Oh my goodness. This is really I am okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you find it hard to get the support of the Black community? And if so, what are you doing to change that? But seems like you get
I'm
business
going
now.
to be completely honest with you. So what I've noticed with our community is like two extreme. That's like two different ends. The one end is if it's not really expensive, then they don't feel like it's good. The other end
Oh,
is if it's expensive, they don't want it. So, for instance, my body butters are $12. Where some person would be like, "Oh, it's $12. That's it." Then they think it's not good, not realizing that you don't have to overcharge people to make a profit. So that's why I
okay.
make my body butters at $12 because I want the mother who works a minimum wage job or the mother who works hard every day to be able to afford to treat herself to a
Yes.
body butter. I want the
Yes.
lady who works at a CEO company to know the value of what she's buying, even though it's $12. It's really worth 25. It's really worth way more than that because we only get one set of skin.
Right.
So
Right. So that is
but
just, that's kind of odd for you to say that. I've heard that by different other business owners that if the product is too low, that we don't want it. And it's almost
yes,
like we're so used to being cheated. We're so used to spending a lot of money for our products. We're so used to really, digging deep to do for us that we don't want to accept anything that's not expensive. And that's a mindset. I do believe that that's a mindset that we have
yes,
to get out of, that everything that we do, it doesn't have to overly cost you to do it. And I think that's the problem in the Black community right now, that we're thinking that it's going to take a lot of money to get started. And
most
I
definitely.
can you and maybe you can attest to that. as far as you starting, how did you start? Did you have a whole glob of money, or did you do step by step?
No money.
Maybe okay. And see, you're saying no money, and they're like, "Oh my God, how did she do that with no money?" Because we're looking at a shop, we're looking at products, we're looking at all of this, and we're thinking, "Oh my God, she probably spent thousands and thousands and thousands."
I did spend thousands and thousands of dollars. So basically, what happened was with my body care products, the body care products helped me open this up. The profit that I made with the
Okay.
body care products, I used it to repair the store because the space was empty, and when I first saw it, I fell in love with it, and I knew that it was going to take a lot of money. So I worked 2 jobs and made my products to make it happen because I did not want a loan. So it might have taken me
Oh,
longer,
right.
but I did not want a loan at all. So,
But you
yep.
started
So,
somewhere. Even with your
yes,
product, did it take a lot of money to start your products, or
I
were you
started
able to
my
start making your
products
products?
with, I think I'm trying to remember how much I used. It might have been like $200 to start my products.
I mean, even with that, and this, I just want people to understand that you started small. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
The overall picture cost a lot, but you did it little in increments. That's what I want people to
yes,
understand, that it didn't take a whole lot. And just like if you want a website, you can do a website on Shopify and pay what, $30 a month on Shopify to sell it through a website. Do you have a website, or have you
I
thought
have a
about that?
website. And what
Okay.
happened with that, it's funny you said that because so many people I talked to said, "Oh, since you have so many products, it's going to cost $2,500 to make your website." And
No,
I'm
no, no.
like,
What?
no, I'm not giving anybody $2,500 because I have
Right.
children. So
Right.
let me sit down and do my own website. So I sat down and did my own website, which is www.houseofsanai.com. And it cost me $30.
Look at there. And how did you do that? Did you go through Shopify? Who did you go through? That's amazing to hear, because a lot of people are saying, "Oh my God, how did she do that for $30?" When
Well,
but you did the research.
yep. I do a lot of research all the time. And I just honestly, I had a good camera because of my phone and took some pictures of my products. And I went on Wix and GoDaddy. GoDaddy made it so it could say .com instead of Wix.
Okay.
And I just did it myself. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't mind supporting us. I don't
Uh-huh.
mind supporting a small business, but I also believe, like I said, for my own self, you don't have to overcharge someone to make money. And
Wow.
if
Yeah.
I feel like if everyone is blessed with a gift, and I feel like everyone just needs to tap into their inner person and find their gift.
Yes, yes. And I do believe that everybody has a gift, just like you and Smoothie Queen. You guys started something, and you started something great that's going to be millions and millions of dollars. But you started small, and it was really to help your babies. And you
Yes, it
saw
was.
that need, and you stepped into the now. And now look at you guys. I mean, people know you guys from all over. I've had so many requests for Smoothie Queen. Oh, Smoothie Queen, so why don't you have her on? And I'm like, yeah, I could have her on. Why not? Let's do it. But it's just so amazing, because we need to understand that this is our time to make it happen for us.
Yes,
And if we
yes,
don't start from somewhere, I don't care if it took $100. You work a job, you save $25 today, you save
yes,
$25 the next week, you save $25 the next pay, and $25 the next pay. You start from somewhere. If you want it, Black folk, we can do this. We are worth $1.2 trillion as a collective whole. So guess what? If
yes.
we start group economics, then guess what? We can have businesses across the country. There is no reason just to stop here. We have to know that
Exactly.
this is what we want to do, and we have to be very dedicated. How many times did you want to quit and didn't? We have to. What stopped you from
Yes.
quitting? What stopped you from quitting?
um. So when I worked at Amazon, I worked at Amazon. And I worked my corrections job as well to pay for the repairs. And
Okay.
once I got the store where it's supposed to be, I got a little lazy. My mom said, "No, baby, it's tired," but I got lazy, and I felt like I don't feel like going to the shop today. And then I said to myself, "Well, Lauren, you would work at Amazon for Jeff Bezos, and he's a billionaire. You need to go get yourself up and work for yourself." And so
That's
that's
right.
what made me keep going because as even though we're tired, we work for other people and we work for them. But when it comes to us, sometimes we're like, "Oh, I'm tired. I'll go tomorrow." So,
Ain't that
and
something? We'll give.
you never
We'll
know
give.
what will happen, you know. So
Uh-huh.
I run
But
on 2
that,
or 3 hours of sleep, but I'm here.
but guess what? You said one time that you said you thought about, well, I could give this person my time, but when it came to yourself, you was willing to give yourself no time. We have to
Exactly.
change that mindset to know that my business is more important than anybody else's in this world, more so than the corrections, more so than the other part.
Yes.
Who's most important is not you flipping somebody else's businesses, but flipping yours and
Yes.
doing your own thing. That's what we
Yes.
have to. That's the mindset that needs to change. If I can go and work over here for somebody and I'm catering for them, you may have a catering business and I'm speaking to somebody that's on this show, on this live show, or somebody that's going to watch it later. If you have a catering business, get out and make it happen. If you can bake cupcakes, bake them till times come get better. If you can make a favorite sandwich, make that until you get your business started. You can start right there in your kitchen. You don't have to start
Yes.
in a
Yes.
building. You can start right in your kitchen, creating
Yes.
your masterpiece. Because
Yes.
somebody you started where in your kitchen, right? Or in your you had to start somewhere. You just started that building. Now, Lauren,
I started baking with my Easy Bake Oven
look at
when
there.
I was
You
a little kid, and that's when I
started.
found my love for baking. With my
Uh-huh.
Easy Bake Oven that my mom bought me for Christmas.
Ain't that something? But you started somewhere.
I
But
started
you've been
somewhere.
working. But guess what? You've been working the gift all the time. That's the amazing part about it. You started working the gifts when you were young, and those are the gifts that's coming out in you right now. So let's talk about your second business, which is what's your specialty with your second business, and you probably have to spell it again.
Cafe Sinai, Synai,
Uh-huh.
and I make paninis, salads, baked goods. I have ice cream, and my favorite is my salmon panini.
Yep.
It's with
Google it.
it's a honey glazed salmon. It's a honey glazed sauce, and it marinates in the sauce overnight, and that is my top seller.
And it's so good.
I see Smoothie Queen is really back there in the background, like, oh my God, that's
What's
amazing.
the
That is
main
your biggest
ingredient?
mover right there. Because when
Yes,
asked her to come
yes,
on the show, she was like, well, my friend Lauren, she has blah, blah, blah. I said, well, bring her on. Let's go. We can all do it to see. Because I want people to understand that you guys are young. You guys are making it happen. You guys are making this thing. You are living your best life now. Yeah, I know it's gonna get better because I see where you're going. I can see the gifts in you now. But it's just so amazing to see young black women making this thing happen. You guys are doing it. You guys are doing it and doing it big. So I'm just so pleased that you guys took time out in your schedule. I know you guys are busy. I know you guys are doing, but hey, I'm just like, wow, I know two CEOs, millionaire CEOs. This is
oh
amazing
wow.
because I see where you're going with this thing. I see it. But my thing is, it takes like a lot of advertisement and it's word of mouth and it's you pretty much hooking up with other people. And that's really how your business gets out there. That's your marketing. Would you say that's true? Or how do you feel? And Smoothie Queen, you can also let me know how was it with both of you guys as far as what did it take for you guys to get to where you are? What do you feel that was your the breaking point?
Honestly, like you said, word of mouth.
Uh-huh.
Word of mouth is amazing. So I had a young lady come in and said, "Oh, I came in for the salmon panini because someone left you a review on Google." You know,
Wow.
yes. So she's been back ever since. She's like, "Oh, we're going to go through the whole menu now." So
Wow. Look at
things
there.
like that, like it's word of mouth.
Yes.
That's what helps small businesses the most.
Word of
So
mouth. Yes.
And
What?
networking.
yes,
Come on.
Networking and also
Okay. Go ahead.
net
Come over, Lucas. Okay. Go ahead.
like basically networking and getting to know people and just tell somebody about what you do because you never know who might need your product. And there's
Uh-huh.
so many people out here that can use a smoothie. Like I deal with a lot of people that are in the military as well. Like they're trying to get those BMI weights down and everything. So I talk to them and they contact me and I just provide, detox smoothie challenges for them as well. So it's all about like if it works. People
their main thing is to see if it works. And once
Right.
one person talks about it, or once one person tastes it and was like, oh
Yeah.
my God, this is amazing, you'll have like 10 people come right behind, like with Lauren. With the salmon panini, one person in the barbershop came down and tried it, and then the whole barbershop came in here and tried it. Then she had a milkshake or smoothie, right? Was it a smoothie? Or it was a smoothie, and one guy from the barbershop came down, another barbershop, because it's like 4 different barbershops on this street. He came down and was like, oh my God, my friend had this milkshake, and so everybody tried it. So it's all about, networking and, treating the customer with respect and wanting them to feel like they're at home when they come to you and visit you, and go from there.
Wow, that is amazing. Let me ask you another question. Now, I know you guys are there together. What do you feel is the hardest? What was the hardest point? What was it? And how did you, when I say the hardest point, as far as when you first started and to see the bigger picture, you were like, oh my God, I cannot do that. What made you know, or what made you just step in and be like, okay, I'm gonna just do it?
Well, for me, it was my support system.
Okay.
My support system, because I had a lot of doubt. Because I'm gonna be honest, when I first started, I was not going to sell my body butters, and my friend was like, "You should sell your body butters." I'm like, "Nobody's gonna want my stuff." Lo and behold,
Wow.
I sell out. You know, so and I knew my cooking was good, but
Ain't nothing wrong with it, honey.
because I started cooking like young, but the reason why I put so much love in my cooking is because my mom worked so much to take care of us. Like, she worked a lot. It was 8 of us, and she was a single mom. And
Wow.
she worked very hard to take care of us. So me being young, I would get up and I would go to school, come home. When I came home, I would pack my mom's lunch, which are sandwiches, different sandwiches I would make her.
Okay.
So I would make food for the household to help my mom out, because mom needs help too.
Yes.
So I work to help her out too by making the sandwiches and making dinner for the household, which is, I think that's why the cooking comes so easy to me,
Okay.
but also why I put so much love into it.
But guess what? It was still a gift. And you recognize the gift. And I think we all have gifts, and that's what people don't realize, that we all have a gift. Because I
Yes.
would never have thought that, wow, I'll have a YouTube page. What? Nobody cares. I wanted Teraya to also introduce the book. I wrote a book, and Smoothie Queen. Okay, and that is the book that I wrote. And I thought, nobody wants to know. And this is all about parenting. And I thought, nobody wants. And then now I have the journal. Okay, but I thought, same as you, nobody cares about how to parent. Nobody cares about, how to do this. And nobody wants to hear, or nobody wants to read about, how I raise my girls. But guess what? The books sell out all the time. And this is actually the second time I've really introduced the book. Nobody would have known, but I figured, well, let's put our businesses out there. Okay. But it's just something, you have a gift. That is your millions of dollars. And people don't understand that. If you recognize the gift, you step out into the gift, and you never know who needs the information. You never know who is looking for a smoothie to detox, or who's looking for what kind of sandwich was that again? A salmon.
Honey glazed salmon panini.
Okay, I'm like, you never know. Somebody is always looking, and you never know. Just like eczema, people have eczema, and in order to deal with eczema, a lot of times they want to put you on steroids. Okay, and a lot of people can't take the steroids, so you have a cream. And who would have known that it helped your son? But you wouldn't have known that if you hadn't stepped out into it, because you would have, most people would say, well, let me just go ahead and put this cream that's possibly doing more harm to my son, that probably would have made him itch more, because he could have had an allergic reaction to it. But you, being his mom, cared more and say, hey, let me figure out what it's going to take to stop my son from itching. Because if you don't have eczema, you don't have a clue, honey. You could itch all day, and I mean itch down deep, and this place is itch you can't even scratch. I'm just saying, but that's how bad eczema is, and you will bleed, and you're still scratching it because it itches so bad. It's like,
Yes.
I want to put it like poison ivy. It itches, right? Eczema is 10 times worse than poison ivy. and
Yes.
people, and it's all over your body, and you just lay there, and sometimes you're like, oh my God, I need some new skin. So it's just so thankful, and you walked in your gift to do something for your son. And even with smoothie cream, her daughter needed it as far as probably was eating cereal or something too sugary in the morning. You know how kids eat cereal, and
Right.
cereal is sugary. So that sugar was making her, and the teachers didn't know how to handle it. So her being the mom that she is, said, hey, I got to do something to help my daughter out. And that's
Yes,
how Smoothie
definitely.
Queen was created. So it's just so wonderful to see great women doing their gifts. You guys are amazing. I am so proud of you guys because you made it happen, and you didn't let anybody or anything or money or anything that somebody negative could have said in your past to make you think, man, I can't do this. You didn't let anything stop you guys. You guys are running forward, and you guys are making it happen. So I'm just so proud of you guys. And I am just so pleased that you guys, just gave me 5 minutes of your time. Well, I know it was really more than 5 minutes, but I appreciate both of you guys coming on here, letting people know that, especially Black young women, that you guys, we can do this. It's going to take changing your mindset and wanting it and making it happen. Terrell, I
Yes.
want you to talk more about I want you to talk more about the pampering you, as far as, because I know at one point you was like, I don't want to do this. What made that love, what reignited that love?
A lot of people were asking me about it. A lot of people were like, "Hey, like what happened? Why did you stop? What's going on with it? Are you ever going to get back into that aspect?" And I was like, "You know what? Okay, people are asking about it." And then Lauren started talking to me about it, and this is always my go-to person. Like she's
Yeah.
like she inspires me on so many levels. So she
Yeah.
was just talking to me about it, and my other friend Erica was talking to me about it, and I was like, you know what? I need to give the people this business. I need to
Yeah.
give them, what they're asking me for. So I just brought it back, and now I'm excited. Like I was saying, we're doing the pop-up shops every week, every Sunday, or whatnot. So it's just putting us back out there. Networking is better. The people are smiling. My thing is, as long as the people are smiling, they're happy, they're hearing about it. Other people are coming and they're telling other people about it, and then it gives people that actually have small businesses an opportunity to come and set up and show the world what they have as well, which is amazing. Because where can you go on a weekly basis to show anyone showcase your products? Nowhere,
Right.
not here in
Right.
Richmond. So I
Right.
feel like we have given Pampering You, the House of Sanaa, the Smoothie Queen, a new entity. Like,
Yeah.
and Cafe Sanaa as well. We can't leave that out, because that without
Right.
those, there would be we wouldn't be able to do what we do. Service the people, see the smiles, be excited, about what we do as well.
And it's so great to see young women team working together, encouraging each other, because that's what it takes nowadays. It's almost like, sounds like you guys bounce off of each other. When she needs that support, there you are. And when you need that support, there she is. And that's changing your network, and you networking with people with like-mindedness. That's the greatness of it. You're not hanging out with people that's being negative and saying, oh, well, we can't do, because guess what? Can't do's will hang around with can't do's. When we look
Oh
at each
yes.
other and we see somebody
Mhm.
saying, well, I can't do that, that's not the person you need to be with. You need to go over there with the I can and I will group and say, the group that's going to be like, we're going to do this thing. We're going to rock it out, and we're going to be this. I'm going to be on Forbes. I hear that all the time. I'm going to be on Forbes.
I always do say
So,
that.
yes, yes, we hear it all the time. I'm going to be on Forbes. And we believe that. And that's the people that we need to hang out with, the people that see it before it's there. But you're walking. I remember Yolanda Adam had a song with you can have what believe that you can fly. And in the song, it said, you're standing on the bank, but you got to see yourself on the other side of the bank. And sometimes that bank is so far, but you got to see yourself over there in order to have it. And we call stuff into us with our mindset. If we have a negative mindset, guess what you're going to call it to you? Negativity. But if you have that $1 million, $1 billion, $1 trillion idea, that's what you're going to call to yourself, that $1 billion idea, that $1 trillion idea. And you have to walk into it. It's not going to be easy all the time, but guess what? It's a never I can't do it. It's always I can and I will, and we're going to make it happen, and we're going to walk in it. And that should always be a thought that's coming to your mind, even when you laying there thinking, oh my God, I don't want to do this today. But guess what? I will. because I would do it for Amazon, and I have. So guess what? I'm not going to make them any more money. I'm getting ready. Just like I heard Nick Cannon say, he made Viacom $1 billion. Do you not know he could have made that for himself? He made somebody else that just, and that right there, when I heard that, it hurt my heart so bad because I'm looking at him like, dude, he don't even know what's in him. Because if he knew what was in him, he wouldn't have made them. He would have made it for himself. But nobody was supporting him and hitting him and say, dude, you need to do this. You doing that for them. If you made them $1 billion, you can make $2 billion for yourself. Nobody, he don't have that type of people in his circle that's saying, if you did that for them, you can do this over here. You understand what I'm saying? I want you guys to come up with a last what is something, give somebody some encouragement. How would you encourage somebody, Miss? I want you to get your cafe. Tell me your cafe again. I want to use your name. I want your cafe, your business. How would you?
Sinai.
Okay. And the other one?
House of Sinai.
House of Sinai. I want y'all to put that in the comments. How would you encourage somebody that's saying right now, I can't do this? Give them some encouragement.
I'm going to say, like what I tell myself, the sky's the limit. You can do it.
Keep going. Don't give up. And make sure it's your passion, because if it's something you're passionate about, you're not going to let it go anyway. It's something you go to bed with it on your mind, and you wake up with it on your mind. It's like a continuous cycle. So always remember, you got this. Because without it, what else are you living for if you can't live for something that you want to live for? And always take that initiative to jump, even though you might have people in your circle saying, don't do it, but don't listen to those people. You do what makes you happy. Sometimes you got to step away from those people and just go do it.
You know what? You said something. I read a book called The Dream Giver. I don't know if anybody's ever read that book. And Who Moved My Cheese? Those are two amazing books. And if you don't have it, you need to get it. But those books, The Dream Giver was a guy, he had a dream. And everybody was telling him, you can't do it. You can't do it. His family was telling him you can't do it. His mom, his dad, people that were really super close to him, his different members of his family were saying, you can't do that. That's too big, because it was such a great, huge dream that he had that they just couldn't see this small little itty bitty person trying to compete, trying to make this dream happen. But he broke away because he knew that he could. And that's what you're going to have to know, that I can do this no matter what it looked like. Because it's not about you, because I believe that everything in life is already laid out for you, and you just have to walk in the path that's already laid for you. And guess what? You can't do anything but succeed. But when we get around people that are saying that you can't, then you walk another path. That's when you fail. That's when it's hard. That's when you trudging through the mud and you looking like, oh my God, I really can't. Because guess what? You're on the wrong path. But when you ease on back and get back on that right path, because guess what? You know God will put you, or the universe, or whatever you call him, he will put you back on that right path. And I think because it gets hard and it stays hard. Now, not saying that sometimes during your gift, it's going to be hard sometimes, but that doesn't mean that you're on the wrong path. But when it stays hard and it's continuously hard, that means that you're on the wrong path. But when he puts you back on that right path to walk in that greatness, you're going to look at, I mean, he in the book, he had a lot of obstacles. But guess what? Everyone, God gave them the plan of how to defeat, how to get through that obstacle. And I do believe that he gives you a plan at every step you get to. If you get quiet and you be, okay, I've never seen this one before. How do I get past this one? He'll give you the plan to get around or through or over that obstacle. Do you guys agree with that?
Yes, most definitely. Yes.
So it's almost like you have to stay focused, and you have to hear, and you have to get quiet sometime in order to get the job done. And like I said, you have to have the positive people around you also that can help you stay motivated. Because we all have moments. We all have, and even people in your family will say, that man, I don't know how you. And sometimes my thing is, we'll ask people, what do you think about? God will give you a gift. He'll give you an idea, and you mess up when you ask other people, because they don't know the gift. They don't know the idea. They don't know where he's leading you. So you'll say, hey, he told me to do blah, 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 blah. And they'll look at you and they'll be like, man, that really sounds weird. That sounds like something. I mean, they go talking negative against it, but they don't know that he's giving you the plan how to get there. He's giving you the steps. I need you to do A, B, C, and D. And sometimes he'll give you A and not give you B and C because he's waiting to see if you're going to do A first. Once you do A, then he gives you the next step, B. Then once you do B, he'll give you the C and D, depending on the personality you have. But a lot of times, be very careful. We cannot ask other people, God, this is an idea. What do you think about it? That's not he didn't give them the gift, so it's not going to sound right. So they're not going to give you the right advice for your vision. You have to stick to you and him sometime, and you and him, maybe, that next person beside you that's really positive, and that, you can bounce some ideas and they'll be truthful with it. And sometimes you'll bounce and they'll be like, well, you need that one. That's going to be yours. You got to figure that one out because I don't know. And some people, and that's when you have to really get in there and be like, okay, let me get quiet and let me hear truth. Let me hear what's the next step. How do I get there? And he'll lay it out for you. So any last takes, ladies? Anything you did I miss anything, or do you have anything that you want to say that I missed? Or
I just want to give her my Instagram, my information. So if anyone wants to view it or whatnot, you can reach me on the smoothie_queen. And you can also reach me on, this is on Instagram, Pampering You _ If you want to look at both of those pages, you can. If you would like to email me, you can email me at the smoothiequeen7@gmail.com or pamperingyu74@gmail.com as well, so you can connect with me.
Okay. Lauren, okay, go ahead.
I would like to say thank you for having me on your show.
Absolutely.
I'm on Instagram as Cafe Sanai, SYNAI, and House of Sanai, SYNAI. And if you have any questions or you like to chat, just inbox me on Cafe Sanai. I do ship my products.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. Let's talk a little bit more about that. I'm sorry. Let's talk about that shipping. You do ship, right?
Yep, I do ship. They just have to go to my website, houseofsanai.com. And they can place an order, and I will ship it out to them. I've shipped out to Texas. I've shipped to Chicago, New York, Louisiana, and I think I was Oklahoma. So
you ship out. So you ship out all of United States, U.S. Yes. The America, I should say. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay, wow, that is good. Oh man, that's wow, girl, you are right. I'm saying that is amazing, because a lot of people, and you did have a website, right? What's your website?
www.houseofsanai.com.
When we get done with the show, I want you to put it in your comments. Both of you guys will put it in your comments, so therefore, if they go there, it'll be in writing for them. So after we get done with the show, you can put it in there. But I am so proud of you guys. I just keep up the hard work. There's nothing you can't do. You're walking in your gifts, and that's the amazing part about it, because we fail to realize that God places gifts in us, and if we're walking in our gifts, and you know what? I hear people saying, "Oh, if you don't work, you don't eat." That's not meaning somebody else's job. That means your own gift. If you're working in your gift, walking in your gift, that's your millions right there. And that's what people fail to realize. We'll work a job 30 years for somebody else, but we will not step out and create our own. And we have that burning sensation in us to do it. And we'll sit up there and keep telling ourselves what we can't do without trying. I remember my kids were little, and I would cook something new, and they'd be, "Oh, I don't like that." And I remember one time I put blindfolders on them, and I had made some what was it? It was the stuffed shells, and I had stuffed it with some of everything, right? And I knew if they saw it, they weren't going to eat it. So I blindfolded them both, and I said, and I spoon fed them. And I kept saying, "How do you like it?" "Oh my God, it was good. It was good." The last piece, I said, "Okay, now take off your blindfolders," because I wanted them to see what they were eating. And they both said, "Ew." And I said, "What do you mean, ew? You already ate it." And that was and that to me was a life lesson for me, as far as sometimes things look so hard sometimes, and it is ill, but sometimes you have to close your eyes and walk and allow the universe and allow God to lead you every step of the way, and you won't be afraid to step into the new, because you know that he's got you. You know that he's got you. And you guys are, I'm looking at the product that he has, both of you guys. And yes, it may get hard sometimes, but guess what? That's only teaching you, making you stronger. What won't kill you makes you stronger, right? True. But I'm just so glad that you guys have come on the show and just given me this great interview to let her people, young folk, know. And I do believe this is your time, young people. This is your time to get out and do something different. Stop trying to work a 9 to 5. Even if you have to work a 9 to 5 to get to your own, you use that 9 to 5 to get you to where you want to be. Okay, don't ever just stay on a 9 to 5 just to make money. I know you guys got to go. I'm kind of, but I have another story. As a young man, and I saw on Facebook, and he had his own business, but he was trying to work his 9 to 5. He said, I accidentally signed up on a different job, and it was more hours. It was going to take him longer to get there. It was going to take him away from his business, and he was wondering if he needed to quit. And I wrote to him, I said, it wasn't a mistake that you signed on to that job. That is trying to make you to get out to do your own business. And he signed on that job, not understanding the hours and whatever. And I said, sometimes what we think is an accident is a blessing, because sometimes our jobs so kind of boot us out a little bit, or they'll show signs of booting us out, but we won't take the signs, and we'll continue trying to work these jobs. And yet the universe is trying to tell us, hey, I got this over here for you. It's more money, it's less time, you'll spend more time with your family, but you so busy holding on to what you already have that you don't want to release release what you have in your hand now to step out on faith sometimes, to get the new beginnings, to start the new beginnings, to start your process, to start to walk in your gifts. But sometimes we have to, like he said, we made a mistake, but it wasn't really a mistake, because now he's working that job. Now he's working his business. He let the job go, and he's walking into the newness and making more money than he would have made on his job. So it's all about us stepping in faith. So it's all about us stepping out. So ladies, if you have any last comments, go ahead and say your last comments, and and we're going to end with that.
I have one comment. I just want to say thank you, and to everyone that's listening, don't give up. Follow your dream.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And my pleasure. You was here. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the time. Thank you. Thank you for giving me your time, because I know you're a businesswoman. You got a lot going on. You got family. You're doing a lot, and I appreciate the time. I do. I appreciate every bit of your time. Thank you. Smoothie Queen, what you got? Yes, ma'am.
I just want to say thank you and piggyback off what she said. Keep going. If it's your passion, like I said before, stick to it. Get out there and jump. It's 2021. What you waiting for?
Go ahead, girl. I love it. And thank you, you guys, both of you guys. I love you guys, and thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming on here and being real with the people, because that's what people are looking for. They're looking for realness. They're looking for somebody that struggled through and made it through. And that's the important part. Dr. Boyce Watkins, I was talking about earlier, he has a show, and he's getting ready to do a show about franchising. If you want to franchise, he's offering a class April 1st. And if you guys want information about that, you can contact Boyce Watkins at BOYCE Watkins, WATKINS.com. And it's going to be with attorney Tanya Nebo. And she's doing a franchising class April 1st. And I don't know how, I'm thinking it's maybe under $100, maybe about $50 or $60. I'm not sure. But if you contact him, he would be more than welcome to give you the information. And I because you never know, we were all kind of people was tuning in to find out what and how can I have my own. And right now, you will be crazy not to have your own business with things going the way they're going. With we got a whole lot of immigrants and we just got a whole lot of craziness going on right now. And I think it's time for us to support us. And I think it's time for us to grow us. And I think we really need to concentrate on us right now. And it's hard to love other people without loving yourself. And we have to first learn how to love us right now, so then we can reach out and love on some other people. But right now, we need to deal with that Stockholm and the Willie Lynch syndrome and all that great stuff that's going on with us, the negative stuff, I should say. It's time for us to deal with that in order for us to be who God is creating us to be. And I appreciate you guys, you ladies, for joining. And we are going to check back in, and we're going to do this again. We're going to maybe do this once a month and we're going to do the kids show. So I'll be in touch, because I want my little miss, would you call her shop? Your child, your baby?
Zaire.
What's her business? What's her business?
Zaire's nail and hair spa boutique. You can also look it up on Instagram as well.
So
Okay.
just go ahead and look and see what she's doing too. She got her nails and hairstyles on there as well.
Absolutely. We might have to do a Saturday show for her because I know she's in
Yes.
school during the day. So, or a little later show on maybe a Tuesday. We'll do it on a later show. But thank you so much, you guys. And with that said, I appreciate you guys and I will be in touch. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now I'm telling you, you guys, I cannot stress enough. There is so much opportunity out there for us to do our own thing. And here you had two amazing young women that's making it happen. And I wanted you guys to see that it can be done, that we're doing it. We're doing it. Now it's up to you to do it. It's up to you to find out what your passion is. And they gave you the instructions. And I'm sure in the future they're going to be doing some classes as far as some, some mentoring classes. I meant to ask them about that. But we had talked a little bit about it with Smoothie Queen, and she's going to be awesome. Some mentoring classes to help people to understand what's the process. So just stay tuned, you guys. We're going to be talking more with, about that. But as I get information about that class, I will let you guys know where you guys can sign up, or either you guys can keep up with them on Instagram and kind of encourage and go and join their pages. Go and become members. Keep up with people that are doing positive things in our community, people that are doing it, people that are making it happen, people that are being positive. Feed into them. Learn how they're doing it. Learn how to connect with positive people instead of us always having so much drama. We have so much drama for no reason. But you have to understand we have that drama because of where we came from. So now it's time to change your mindset and know that I don't have to live in drama. I can have the peace. I can have the peace of all understanding. I can have my own. I can create my own. I can walk in my gifts. Those gifts are there for a reason. Those gifts aren't there just because. Those gifts are your money makers. And both of those young ladies got into their gifts by accident. They were already doing it. And it was because of their children. And their children created $1 million, billion dollar industry for both of them. I have to speak things into existence for them because I see these great women are amazing, and they got great personalities, and they have the love for people, a love for people. And this is why they created something that was going to help other people. Just like, for instance, Smoothie Queen. She did it to help her daughter, but not knowing she's helping other people now. She has a love for people. And also for Lauren, for Cafe Sanaa. I got the name. She created it, not just the cafe, but she created other products because of her son. So it was connected to children that needed some help. And out of helping their children, they ended up helping other people. So check both of them out. Check both of them. And they're at the end, it's going to be in the comments as far as the names of their establishments. And I just want you guys to know that we can do this. Don't ever let somebody tell you what you can't do. And sometimes these jobs, if they acting up, if they doing some crazy stuff, and you're like, oh my God, all of a sudden now I'm not good enough. All of a sudden now I got a bad reporter. All of a sudden now I used to do this work and it was good enough, but now it's not. It might be time to move. It might be time for you to get into your business. It might be time for you to actually step into the calling that you have been called to do. But so many times we want to hold on to these jobs that's paying you what, $10 an hour, $13 an hour. The other guy, he was like, oh my God, in years, I could make $3,000 a year. I mean, $3,000 a month. I'm like, in years? How many years you talking? This was the guy that I was telling you about as far as who said he signed on the wrong job. He was talking about years. I'm like, what do you mean years? We into the now. I ain't gonna wait years to make $3,000 a month. I want to make it now. We should be able to make $3,000 a month. You should be making, and if you're not, you're in the wrong field. $10 an hour is not enough for you to take care of your family. $10 an hour is not enough to pay a car note and rent and mortgage, insurance, groceries. That's not enough. So guess what? You know your gift. You are so worth more. You are worth so much more than $10, $11 or $12 or $13 an hour, $20 an hour. Some of y'all have gifts that you guys can make. Sky's the limit. You can make $150, $200 a day, $300 a day. I'm just saying, you can make money, but you can't be afraid to step out into the deep. You have to put yourself on what's your vision? Okay. Let me say, I'm not telling you to quit your jobs today. I'm telling you to set stuff aside. I want you to set money aside to create your business, add up the cost for your website. And like Lauren said, she went through Wix. She went through GoDaddy for her domain. Okay. So $30 to do what she needed to do. You can go through Shopify. They do a free trial. If you don't have the money today, you have a free trial with Shopify. They free trial you for 2 weeks. I think it used to be a month, but I think they shortened it to 2 weeks. Okay. So from one paycheck to another, if you got $1, I think you have to have $1 on a credit card for Shopify. They just want to make sure that you have an account where they can draw the money out. But they only charge you $1. Okay, so I said free, but okay, they charge you $1, but still it's not $30. So you can start there and create your own website. Shopify walks you through it. Wix, they walk you through it if you need help, and you can create your own website. You don't have to pay $2,500. Who has $2,500 right now? If you want to do that later to get it professional, I think Smoothie Queen has a commercial coming out. Okay, stay tuned for that. So this is why I tell you guys to join their webpage, join their IG and Facebook page, because they're making moves. Okay, and you don't want to miss anything. So that by you joining them, they're going to help you to get to your next level. So you have to understand that, okay, let me use my job to maybe pay the $30 for now until I get started. Or let me use my job to set aside money for the products that I'm going to need. Or let me use my job to set aside, like I said, if you are a baker, okay, you can use your job until you can use the people at your job. You know, they have birthdays, they have anniversaries, they have kids' graduation, they have just I love you parties, or they just want to buy some cupcakes for the birthday parties for the kids or whatever. You can use your people at work to get your business started. If you're a cook, you can say, okay, I'm off on Tuesdays. I'm bring dinners up here. Let me take some orders. And Tuesday is dinner days. I'm going to bring dinners up here, take pre-orders. They have to pay them up front because you don't want to spend out a whole lot of money cooking food and you don't have anybody that's buying it, right? So you're going to pre-order. I'm just giving you steps as far as how you can get your business going. Okay, you're going to pre-order. And say, for instance, you're doing wing dinners. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm just putting something out there. Okay, and then we'll do spaghetti dinners on next Tuesday. And then we're going to do macaroni and cheese and greens and, on the next Tuesday. But you're going to pre-order, okay? Take some pre-orders and you're going to collect the money. And dinners, what, $7, $8, $10 for dinners? But don't be skimpy on the food. Give them about 2 or 3 wings. Give them 2 or 3 wings on there. Some potato salad, piece of cake. I'm just saying. But everything is homemade by you. Everything is made. If you're a baker, if you're a chef, this is your time to shine. You can join pop-up shops. Okay, find out where Smoothie Queen is or Pampering You by Treya. Join her. She's doing the pop-up shops on Sundays. Find out where she is, and maybe you're in that area. You can join her pop-up shop. I know we have businesses. We don't have a building for our businesses. Okay, then you can join a pop-up shop, and that'll be a start for you to create your business on a Sunday. You may have to take some time out of your busy day. I know you rest on Sundays, but take some time out and do your pop-up shop, or not your pop-up shop, but you can join her pop-up shop on Sundays, and then you can, maybe you sell jewelry. Okay, bring your jewelry. Maybe you sell gym shoes. Bring your gym shoes. Maybe you sell hair products. Bring your products. Maybe you sell cupcakes. Bring your cupcakes. Maybe you sell whatever. Tasers or something. I'm just saying, maybe you sell, I don't know, rings or something. Bring your products and sell them on that Sunday. Welcome 34. Good morning. Welcome. Appreciate you for joining. But yes, and also Kiara, thank you for joining. I appreciate you for tuning in. I want you guys to understand that we can do this. Just have some guests on. You might need to, if you're just joining Jazzy 34, you might need to rewind because we had Smoothie Queen. And we had her Cafe Sanai. Woo, I got it. Cafe Sanai. Cafe Sanai on. And they gave some information about, and welcome. Yes, Smoothie Queen. Yes. And Lauren, put your information in there for me also. And I want people to look these ladies up, okay? Because they have some amazing products. Cafe Sanai has some amazing products. Okay, I'm telling you the food one. Will she put the other one in the comments for me, Lauren, with the the first business, both of your business in there for me, please. But yeah, she has lipsticks, she has uh, lip gloss, and she has body creams, body washes, um, all kind of products. So you guys check them out, and I'm expecting for them to blow up from this interview. So, but I want you guys to know that you have to start somewhere, even if you do it one time on a Sunday. Do it one time on a Sunday, one day a week. Okay, that's to get you started, and you're gonna build up, and then who knows? You may can. Yes, willing to support our people. Yes, Jazzy, thank you, appreciate it. And I want you guys to start supporting each other. Cafe Sanai, yes, on Instagram. You have another one. Put your other one in there. Okay. She's got two, Cafe Sanai and Sanai. What's the other one, Lauren? On Instagram. Okay. But I want you guys to join. I want you guys, we have to start promoting. We have to start supporting. Lauren Ships. If anybody knows, as far as we need some smoothie queen. I want some smoothies, but we need so anybody knows, and I meant to bring this up with her on here. We want to she wants to get into shipping, but you know, smoothies have to be cold. If anybody knows any information as far as how could she ship that cold? Okay, because we could be shipping all around America. And I told her, say, hey, you may have to franchise in Georgia, or franchise, you know, you may have to do the franchising. Okay, go to Georgia, go to Virginia, go to North Carolina, South Carolina, go to Washington D.C. Pampering You, yes, yes, yes. I want you guys to support these ladies. They're young, beautiful, go-getters. I'm telling you, $1 million CEOs. That's how I see them. We have to support our own, you guys. We have to support. Pampering You has a pop-up shop, and she's doing the smoothies. But we have to get to the place where we're changing our mindset. It's time for us to know that we can do this. Dry ice. Can she do it? Okay, when you do the dry ice, if people touch that, will they be burning their hands on that dry ice, or is it a danger for somebody to use the dry ice, Jazzy? House of Sinai, yay, yes, House of Sinai, yes, thank you, yes, I love it, yes, I love it, yes. So Jazzy, dry ice, you're saying dry ice, would that, if I touch that dry ice, is it a possibility that I could hurt myself with the dry ice, or no? Because I know they're still listening. I want them to understand that they could do the dry ice. I should have had questions and comments. I should have had questioning if anybody had any questions. Oh my goodness. I blew it, you guys. I should have kept them on here at least till 1 o'clock, huh? We could have asked questions. Yeah. So yeah, but I'm trying to get more information as far as the dry ice and okay. So we'll check out the dry ice. Check out the dry ice, because we don't want to get to try the dry ice, and then, you know, if somebody touches it, that's, you know, I don't know if you can touch that or not. I don't know how that dry ice. Okay, you've used it. Okay, you said he said, okay, 34, Jazzy said he's used the dry ice but never shipped with it. Okay, we're gonna have to use that. Gives you Smoothie Queen, that gives you some ideas, the dry ice maybe. Okay, but I want us to know that this show right now, from now on, is going to be about us getting us together. It's going to be taking it to the next level, us creating our own, and we're going to have different ones on here with their own businesses. And if you have questions, I should have did a questioning. I didn't do the question. Man, yeah, I should have did some questions. So if you guys had any questions, you guys could ask questions. But if you have questions, you guys can. They did put their information in the comments. Tell her ingredients: dry ice for her smoothies. Okay. Okay. Franchising. She needs to franchise. Yep. Yeah, but I know that we can do this. And I always want you guys to believe that you just have to use, like I said, if you're working a job, use some of that money, set it aside for your business. Don't just spend it straight on bills, because that's not what that job is for. That job is you using your job as a stepping stone to get to your next process. Okay. Don't stay on a job, working a job 30 years. I keep telling you guys, I'm retiring this year. I don't care what. I'm using my job in order for the next step Okay, my next step is to get into trading and get into some other things that I want to do so that I will be able to relocate in August. And that is my plan, to relocate in August. You guys, everybody knows that my destination is Gambia, Tanzania. I want to travel and I want to see Africa. That's my next step. And I do want to buy properties there. So yes, we have things in the works to be able to do that. But you have to have an out. You have to have an out as far as, okay, I'm going to do this to there to this point, but I'm doing this, this, and this. Okay. Should be able to do. Okay. Wait a minute. What you trying to say, JS? I was reading your comments. Smoothie should also be able to do. Okay. I don't understand that one. Okay. But I just want us to remain focused and help us to get to encouraging one another. Okay. And I know it's about us changing our mindset. We've been doing things for 400 years for Massa, right? Now, the next 400 years. And we're going to start teaching and training because Smoothie Queen has a daughter who's 12 and she has her own business and started at 10. I'm just saying. You understand what I'm saying? It is time for us to start passing down wealth to our children. It's time for us to recognize our children's gifts because even when Smoothie Queen daughter was younger, she was doing hair on the mannequin. Okay, she was doing hair on the mannequin. I mean, and doing hair like at 6 on the mannequin, and the braids were so good. And I was like, whoa, And she was showing me pictures as far as what she was doing on the mannequin, and I was like, oh my god, that girl has a gift. What 5-year-old can braid a mannequin's hair at 4 and 5? Who does that? That's how you begin to recognize your child's gifts and sit your child down and begin to recognize their gifts. Begin to recognize their gifts, okay? Because they have gifts, and it's time for us to recognize, and it's time for us to move into that direction and also start saving for your child. Stop buying them toys, start buying them silver and gold, start investing in their future. Get them, I'm not going to say stocks and bonds because if the stock market goes down, stock market is good. I even, I started my granddaughter on Bitcoin, okay? She started Coinbase. Okay, I started her Bitcoin, and we got some uranium. What's that? Ethereum. I don't know why I always say uranium. Ethereum. Okay. And she made some money. Okay, so I wanted to introduce it to her. I wanted to introduce investing to her. Okay, so we're gonna put her in a Boyce Watkins class. Okay, as far as identifying and learning about money, because I think we all need to learn about money, and I think we all need to understand money because for real, we as Black people don't know how to invest. We don't understand anything about money. We don't understand right now that the laws that Biden are putting in place right now is trying to quiet the Black voice. Okay, so you voted for a man that is trying to destroy you. Is trying to quiet your vote. He's trying to silence your power by bringing immigrants and Asians over and putting them on top of you. That's really what he's doing, but we really don't see our true enemy. We think he's there to help us. And let me just say, your enemy will never teach you right. They don't treat you right, so they will never teach you right. So we have to understand the enemies. We have to understand the enemies among us that look like us, that don't rock with us. We have to oh, wow. That is amazing. Smoothie Queen, I hope you're looking at this. He said if she can package the smoothie ingredients dry and sell them also in her business, all some have to do is add ice, juice, milk, or water to it. That is an amazing idea. That is amazing. Jazzy, thank you. That is it right there. You have just solved the problem. You've solved the problem. Thank you, Jazzy, Smoothie Queen. I hope you're looking at this. He said if I got to put this one up here. This is the best one right here because it's so true. It's so true right here. I want to show it. Dang, did I show it? Okay. Okay. That's the best one right there. Okay. But this show was an amazing show. I hope you guys think about what these two amazing women brought to the table. Think about how they did it. Think about what it's going to take for you to make it happen for you. Think about how, what's your next step in creating your business? Because, like I said, it's time for us to change our mindset, and we're doing something different. And we're passing wealth down because she's passing wealth. Both of them are passing wealth down to their children. They'll pass their business down. Okay. She can even, get a food truck, and she can sell. Lauren also, Cafe Sinai can also get her a food truck, have a stable place here, and put a food truck and go to Georgia. Put a food truck and go to Norfolk State or Virginia, South Carolina. We don't have to stay stable. We can buy food trucks. And we're going to talk a little bit about that maybe on the next show. But like now, it is all about changing our mindset and passing down our wealth from generation to generation, and stop waiting on white folk to do it for us, because they're not. They're hoping and praying that we don't get there. They're hoping and praying that we stay in the same predicament, flipping their hamburgers. If you're working at McDonald's, it is time for you to own your own cafe, to own your own restaurant, to own your own. If you are a baker, get your own bakery started. If you are great at makeup, have your own makeup brand. If you're good at cleaning, get your own cleaning business. Okay, so your gifts are already in you. If you're good at mechanics, if you're working at Midas, if you're working at some of these car places, it's time for you to get your own business started. It's time for you to create what you want to see in our community. And we said, oh, we got Walmarts. Okay, we can have a black B1 Marts. I'm just saying, we don't always have to spend our money at Walmarts, right? We don't have to spend our money at Walmarts. We can spend our money at the Black Mart, B1 Mart. I'm just saying, time to do something different, family. And with that said, we're not going to be on here all day. I hope I've said something to get you thinking. I hope that a new dream or your vision is coming out today with the show. I hope that I've opened up some doors, some brand new opportunities, brand new ideas. And I hope now is the start of your future. Now is the start of your great business, because it's time for us to celebrate us. It's time for us to do for us. Because I'm going to tell you what, right now, these Chinese, you go in their Asian shops and you going to jail. I just seen two sisters that went inside of an Asian shop, and they started to mess with those sisters. And now those sisters have felony charges. So if I was you, I would create my own beauty supply. We need a beauty supply business online. I think Georgia, there's a couple businesses in Georgia. Maybe you can hook up with them and sell maybe some of their products, or you can find out where they get their products from and open up you an online store. Okay, beauty supplies online. Okay, that's an idea. Beauty supply place online. I'm just saying, we have other things out here that we can do. We don't always have to celebrate with enemies. Okay. With that said, you guys, I hope and pray that your dreams are being birthed today. Your ideas are being birthed today, and you're going to walk in the greatness of who you are. And we are going to start supporting us and loving on us, and just make it happen. The young lady said, don't quit, don't give up. You can do it. And I believe that we can do it. I believe that now is the time for us to do it. And I'm just excited. I'm just excited about the future. Thank you. I appreciate you, Jazzy. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining. But I want you guys to go out there and do it. I don't want us to get to the place where they shut the door on us and we have nothing. This is not the time to have nothing. This is time and God is changing our mindset right now. With each show, He's changing our mindset. He took us through one show, one mindset. Now it's time for another mindset to get to the place where we are trusting and believing in us. They destroyed that with the Willie Lynch. We started looking at them for everything and stopped looking at us. Now we're going to look back to us and say, okay, what can we do together to come together? Just like those young ladies, they're good friends and they've come together and they're supporting each other and they're making that thing happen. Those are billion-dollar CEOs, honey. Y'all better recognize greatness when you see it. And there's greatness in you. And with that said, have an amazing day on purpose. Peace, family.